Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Wow, my Firefox was using 25 gigabytes of RAM. For whatever reason, it just went completely crazy, and sometimes it happened with Firefox. Sometimes it happens. Okay. We are ready, boys. Where are we? Here. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Did someone answer to my post? No, I saw a one. What is this one? Someone liked my post. A lot of people are liking my post on the forums of Unreal, which is very nice. So I want to continue with the discussion on, ranged attacks and things like that. I want to ensure that our monsters can do a good range attack, right? So we tested the other day, and sorry, yesterday I forgot to post the message on Discord that I was not here, but anyway. So the point is, I want to have our monster do ranged attacks, right? And we have two ways of doing this. One way is to do it with a spell. Another way is to do it with an attack, right? Both have pros and cons, so we have to think a bit what we want. We have to think a bit what we want. Is a spell better or is an attack better? I think in reality, from the game point of view, from the engine point of view, they are pretty much identical. Because the effects that I'm going to generate, if I want it to be a projectile, is going to work anyway, because I can just say effects something. So I think we will do it with an attack. Because anyway, it's exactly what it is, right? It's a special ranged attack for our monsters. And then what we said the other day was, oh, we have all these available NPC types that we can use, right? And so in our case, it will be so this guy is really cheating though, right? Because is I think that this ranged fighter is cheating, because having the melee range, I don't think is a good idea. To have it as a, you are kind of cheating the system, right? And I don't know if at the end that's good, because yes, you can attack at range, but you can, so if I want to have a monster that is only spells, right? Well, in theory it's not true. I want a monster that is ranged when he's ranged and is melee when he's melee. So melee or whatever is said. So it's an hybrid, right? It's an hybrid of two. So it's like, because the spell fighter I think is only attacking you with spells, even if you go close, because the spell fighter, I didn't put the parent here. He has no parent. Spellfighter has no parent. He's initializing all this shit. Okay. He has melee fight. So actually, he has that. Yeah, so in theory, if I use a spell fighter, it's kind of fine as long as I remove. Yeah, so I think I can. Yeah, exactly. I think spell fighter probably is my guy. But then instead of cast, right? Instead of cast, I will use attack. Right? Because because if I have attack aggressive, right? Fight, on-site fight. Buffer, attack aggressive, monster smash. Special attack. Ranged attack. I just don't understand this. Attack aggressive is defined on fight. Where the hell is attack aggressive? Nowhere. I have a fight aggressive, but I don't have an attack aggressive. Fight. Yeah, fight aggressive. It's fight. There's fight aggressive, which is using attack aggressive. But I think we need to define. I think we need to define kind of a new type, which is basically a standing, kind of a standing ranged attack, right? A standing range attack is whenever you are in range, I don't understand how do we, how we switch between the normal attack and chase and the ranged attack. So how is the NPC deciding at a certain point that he wants to attack ranged versus attacking non-ranged, right? Which is the same as asking, when do we go for monstrous charge versus the normal attack? Because in this case we have set both to the same. This thing is not very simple to envision, but this thing is not very simple to envision, boys. It's not, because I don't understand if I need to have this table is helping me for sure. So master NPC is not fighting, right? Master NPC has a lot of stuff, right? But definitely does not have anything related to fighting. He has all the movement, global move, local move, busy, idle, right? He has some flee, but so he actually has flee, but there are no combat capabilities in this NPC type, right? This basically allows the NPC I cannot type today. The NPC to move, right? Basically allows the NPC to move by waypoint or not, to go busy, right? And there are no combat capability, but it's still required because we need the base stuff, right? So if you want, in theory, I don't even know, because if our monster never moves, right? Probably we don't even need this, right? But anyway, without going too crazy in removing Master NPC, I think we can keep Master NPC, which is anyway giving the basic of the NPC. And then the problem of on-site fighter is that he's assessing the enemy and he's deciding to attack based on the assessment, while we don't want that. We want a kind of a range defense, right? Range defense behavior. Something like that. We want a kind of a range defense behavior. So I think I need to create a new one actually. So if I create a new one, right? Okay, let's try to create a new one and we see how it goes because I think I need a new one. So if I create a new NPC type, and this one will be 252. Which I guess is the maximum that we have, hopefully. This will be 252. It will be called immovable ranged, right? Will be movable ranged, which is a bit of a weird thing because it basically happens only. Well, in theory, I could. You know how I can call it? I can call it on-site. I can call it on-site ranged. I think on-site ranged is a good name. I think we can say yeah. And we can have master NPC as the parent. Right? We can have walk, but do we have a definition of this shit? I hope we do. I mean, for sure we do. I'm just saying, I hope we have it here handy. No. It is a faction reaction. Yeah, it actually is a faction reaction, but we don't care about the faction actually. So we have sands nearby, we have sands nearby and adjacent. It's not that. Come on, what is the definition? Is the definition in the actual script? That's kind of weird. I cannot type today. Yeah, I think it's actually triggered by... Prayer nearby. Now there must be someone, you know, triggering that, right? Who the hell is triggering player nearby? Come on. Come on! Come on, boys! Player perception fire when the player is at different ranges. Okay, can I please get it in the freaking code? Okay, probably because it will be only nearby and not player nearby. Okay, I understand that. Okay, append. Okay, I found it. GG. So player nearby. Okay, let's do this. Let me change this page so that we have it actually. So let me expand this table because otherwise I cannot understand anything. Insert after. So perception type. So adjacent is perception very short range, which actually is triggered below 400. Yeah, exactly. Below 4 meters. Then there is a short range, which is below... What? Which is below 10. And then there is sensed that is below 30. Exactly. And then there is any range. Then there is any range that is above 30. Right? I mean, I don't know if there is, yeah, above 30, but it should still be... I think that the NPC need to see you somehow. I don't know. Above 30. So in reality it is less or equal, huh? All this is less or equal. Yeah. And this one is what? This one is long range perception. No, wait. This one is percept any range. Exactly. Okay, so now finally we have this. Right. So I think we want to trigger. Yes, nearby and adjacent. I don't think we want to trigger sense. So I don't understand exactly why we have here. Here we have player nearby and player adjacent. Okay, fantastic. Okay, yeah, that's correct. It is actually correct. Okay. Now the problem is that if we cannot move, right? Or I give a weapon or I give a weapon of range 4, and so basically, yeah, I think it would be the best way. Okay, so this is good, but we need to take from fight. Exactly. So we will actually have a behavior named fight that still needs to locate. I don't know if it needs to locate anyone, because locate, I don't remember if locate is also I don't remember if locate is also setting the target, but that's very possible. Locate operation. Locate operation. Locate operation. Locate operation. This operation is one of the more flexible and inclusive operation. It allows the script to have this NPC find as anything or type of thing. Remember the location of all the scripting command. Exactly. Operation we store the position of NPC to find an active position and calculate the nearest point. No. Yeah, I don't really need him to actually, but locate object perception. The location of the last perceived perception. I don't know if this is risky because this guy may get additional perceptions, but probably yes. Locate object perception. I think we can try to use locate object perception. And do we want to have it in a range? Well, the range, yeah, I think we want to have it. I think we want to have it with a range. The range will be what? The range will be, I think it should be the same as the perception nearby, right? So 10 meters. So it will be 10. We don't care about rotating. Well, we want to rotate? Yeah, maybe we want to rotate, yeah. We want to face the guy. And we will have a melee of 4 meters, okay? Where the stance we don't really care actually. But the attack type, right? The attack type will be the buffer attack. Yeah, exactly. Outside region we don't care. In tribe we don't care. So the only thing that we care is the... In theory we can also remove the stance. I don't know if it's mandatory or not, but we can also remove the stance. We can just say attack in a melee range of 4 meters, right? So this will be called fight melee, right? So as soon as we have a player adjacent, we react with fight melee, right? And I see this do not interrupt. I think I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Then we need, okay, this is good. Then we need a ranged attack. We need a ranged attack, so similar to range. Well, no, because if I do this, because ranged we said that is fake, because range in reality is doing a melee attack. And I don't like it. And I don't like it. What I want to do, I want to do something that is like script like script like attack spell, Uber now spell. I mean, we will have to use set buffer, but at the moment I don't care about Monster Smash, right? So it's attack aggressive, and we said that attack aggressive is inside fight, because I'm saying this, and then I'm taking fight aggressive, melee attack type. Yeah, I don't understand too much why we have it in melee as well, right? So why? Maybe because so melee operation, right? You have attack type, but attack type can be a completely special attack, which makes no sense with melee. So it's like an extension. Maybe it's okay. Trying to understand that. Trying to understand that. Hello, Shaif Ulgantech. Shaif Ulganteng. Hello. Can I call you Shaif? That is simpler. Hello, hello. Welcome. We are trying to create a ranged immovable monster, right? And I'm trying to use our scripting to do that because it's the best way. I'm struggling a bit, but not too much. I think we are making good progress, and right, so I will have two behaviors. One is fight melee and one is fight ranged. The melee is when the player is adjacent, and the ranged is when the player is nearby, meaning 10 meters, right? And I'm removing outside region and tribes because I don't care, right? So I think it's pretty much like this. So we are triggering one or the other the behavior. In one case we use the default attack behavior. In the other case we use the attack aggro or attack. I think it would be nice to call it attack ranged, but and then or we define a type on top of this, which is pretty much what everyone does, right? Yeah, which I think could be a good idea. So I could define, yeah, I think I will define a 253, right? And we call it, for example, we call it what? We call it procedural dungeon, or we call it, no, let's not call it procedural dungeon. Let's call it, ranged ice, for example, right? Ranged ice. And ranged ice will derive from on-site ranged, right? With the difference that no mistakes were made. No, I pressed delete. No. Okay. I pressed delete and you went GG. And this one only needs to define the buffers, right? Yeah, exactly. So to init, yeah, exactly. So we can say init ranged ice, right? And then the only thing that we need to init are, we don't care about the stance, we don't care about the region, we don't care about the K factor. Well, the K factor, maybe we can leave it in. It's not bad anyway. But we need our attack, and we need our attack aggro, right? Or attack, maybe we can call it attack ranged. Attack melee and attack range. Maybe we can call it this way, right? So if I say attack melee default, and then I say attack ranged, and for now let's use something that already exists, okay? Let's say demon arrows. Fine. Then maybe it will not be that, but that's actually a spell, but it's the same. I mean, the engine doesn't really care if that's a really a special attack or if it's so, right? So attack melee, attack ranged. Okay. So now, assuming that these two are actually properly loaded, now I need to assign to my NPC, so all the NPC that we spawn. So basically here, no, here. Basically when we do spawn NPC, right? So where do we define the brain of the NPC? Here. Exactly. So for now we will just put it in the code like this, right? But we will then make it dynamic. But we can say ranged ice, right? So now I want to understand, if I recompile this and I run it with, I would say, no NPC. I mean, no NPC loaded by default, but obviously the behavior, I need them. And then I spawn my dungeon. Is that going to work? Yeah, I think so. I think it is. I think it is. I mean, as long as he's reading this stuff, and we can check if he's percepting and doing all the other stuff, right? I think I need a better way to debug the NPC. At the moment, it's not very easy to understand what they are doing. I can debug, but I can very verbose debug server side. And it's basically telling me so yeah, this should tell me if this range dice failed, right? So let me just see what we are loading at the moment. We are loading prod with only one NPC. Well, we can say false, so we don't load any NPC. Well, or well, let's keep it as true. This is Relium, the one that was shooting arrows at us yesterday. Well, 2 days ago. And all the rest is false, right? I don't need quest. I don't need anything. I mean, obviously I need spells, but that's automatic. Okay. Okay. By the way, another guy answered me from Epic yesterday, and he said that He said that yes, he did some change in the real navigation, but I'm not the owner of it, so he's going to forward my message to someone else. And then he will, yeah, maybe someone will get to me. Hopefully. I don't know if they will at the end, but they've been very nice in answering my email. I really appreciate that. I mean, they didn't just ignore it, right? They really answered. I mean, even if they didn't say, okay, we're going to solve your problem, you know, but at least they answered. So that was very polite and nice from Epic side. I really liked it. And yeah. Perhaps the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't think so, but I'm not very hopeful, you know, that they will actually give me a solution. But maybe, you know, this question will trigger some discussions internally at Epic, and maybe that will then they will develop something about it, right? Hopefully. No idea why I launched the editor instead of the server. There are certain game songs that are really like pop songs. No, not many, but a few. Like this one, for example. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to just log in. Multi-mesh universe. Okay, so if we go... No, I don't have my shortcut here because it's another thing. What do you mean? Huh? I don't have the same shortcuts because what? Huh? Why my shortcut disappeared? Huh? Makes no sense. What? Huh? I mean, the shortcut is not connected to localhost or prod, right? So kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised. Save games. Well, yeah, they are based on the... okay, yeah, they're based on the... yeah. True. Because it's another character. So I had that on Cranicran. I had that on Cranicran, while my Talent Dev has a different set. So you know what I can do? I can do this. And GG. And now I think I will have my shortcuts. I think there should be a setting to say like I want global shortcuts or I don't want global. Yeah, you see now I have my dungeon 1 and my dungeon 2. Let me just disable all screen messages so we don't get... Okay, so we go here and we generate the dungeon, right? Okay, so we generated the dungeon. Now what we want to know is... I think this thing is going to rotate 90 degrees when you start moving. Yeah, exactly. It's not exactly what I wanted, but anyway. Okay, that guy, right? Does that guy have the right brain or not? Brain, dgen npc 001. A degenerate brain, basically. Degen. Anyway, no, but I don't see. Strange though. Okay, let's see if in the log we got any error for the loading of our ranged ice. Okay. Added behavior ranged ice. So it seems that ranged ice, at least here, didn't have any error. Okay. It seems it did not have any particular error there. Associated brain doesn't tell me the brain though. I think it didn't get the right brain for whatever reason. Let me see. Having the wrong brain is definitely a problem. Even for the smartest people. Associated brain percentages. Yeah, you see that actually it is not returning anything. Get original brain type. But he actually associated the brain, so the question is if he loaded the brain properly. But anyway, we can see. I can make myself visible and we see what this guy will do, right? But I don't see in his behaviors the behaviors, right? Because he's in master, blah, blah, blah. I don't see the behaviors of our thing. Anyway. So what we want to see is if I go away and I go back in and I get close to him. No, it's not. I think it's not working. I think it's not working. We can debug NPC target 15. Yeah, it's saying no active or applicable behavior. So now I think if I attack him, he may do something just as the reaction, right? Oh fuck! I killed him one hit. Serious? I killed him one hit, boys. Okay, I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to trigger the perception. Anyway. He's still receiving perception when he's dead, which is probably not the best idea. He will respawn. He doesn't have me on the hate list. And he's saying no hated target in sick range. So he's basically saying that he doesn't hate me. And so, because I didn't do any damage to him. So this is not really an on-site fighter, right? If I go close, he's fighting me. So if I go close, he's actually attacking me. But if I am range, he's not doing anything. But I really think that he doesn't have the right brain. Because... melee operation, right? With melee range 300. No, I didn't get the right brain. You didn't get the right brain, there's no way. You didn't get the right brain because... strange though, because... here we go through load dynamic, right? And load dynamic is setting the brain to what? Setting the brain to the find the master brain NPC we want to copy. NPC master ID. If not brain, get NPC definition, find ref PID. Yeah, I think he's not getting the right brain. That's why. Okay, let me do it again, boys. We need to understand why he's not getting the right brain. But definitely he's not. So we have 2 points to actually debug. One is this spawn NPC, where we are creating this new NPC definition, right? And then the load dynamic, which is actually down here. And the load dynamic is the one that I was just looking at. I mean, it's doing a bunch of stuff, but then it's coming here, right? Yeah, so we just need to debug that and see why. Maybe it's a naming problem. Maybe we didn't name it right or whatever. Every time you said shortcut, I hear the mercat, suricata is Mongols. Ula, what are you smoking during the day? Tell me. What are you smoking sometimes? What are you smoking, my friend? This is what I hear. Shortcut? Shortcut. Use, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird, but fine. When did I say shortcut? Okay, we are also loading no, too late. Okay, dungeon 2. Okay, we are spawning this guy, right? Spawn NPC. So spawn NPC definition. So we are setting our NPC type with a random name, which is actually dgen NPC 500000, right? And we are setting ranged ice as the parent of our NPC type, right? Which in theory should exist. So we are loading this definition. The result is actually true, and the loaded definition is what? Name dgen blah blah blah. It is a list of all the behaviors. Yeah, and you see that is init ranged dice, fight ranged, melee range. So actually it worked, right? I mean, it worked in terms of loading the brain, right? A brain has been loaded in our server. The problem is that the brain at the moment is named dgen NPC 5000. Well, 50,000, right? And I think that is the problem. Probably we are not gonna search it this way, but we will see. We will see in a second. We are adding the brain to the NPC manager. Okay. With the ID 50,000. Ah, okay. Well, that's good. Ah, okay. Well, that's very good. So we have 50,000, right? And we add, I don't know what is this, NPC cache definition brain equal to NPC. Why we do it after this? This is not a good idea. We should do it before this. In theory, should not doesn't make any difference. Should not make any difference because there is a pointer anyway. But anyway, we are assigning now to the brain of that definition our new. Okay, so this should be fine, right? Now after this, we're going to load dynamic, and we are passing the ID, which is actually 50,000. So when I arrive here and I search the brain, okay. What? Why I did it twice? Please, I need to read the brain. Okay, the brain is actually here. The brain is actually here. Yeah, that's correct. dgen NPC 50,000. Is actually correct. Is actually correct. Reaction behaviors. Yeah. You see in our behaviors list we have init range. Okay, so this brain is correct. This brain is correct. So it is saying if there is no brain, do something else. But if there is a brain, it's skipping this, right? Is skipping this. Yeah, because here is creating a new brain, right? Correct. So what it's doing is spawning a default controller. The eye controller is checking if my brain is okay. Yep. And here is saying set brain, right, to our right. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so why it doesn't work then? Huh? What? That is a bit weird. Yeah, it's actually setting the brain properly, guys. Everything looks perfect here. Everything looks perfect. Ah, wait a second. What is happening? Ah, there is another NPC. Ah, 50001. Ah, because we are spawning more than one NPC. Okay. So there is the second NPC. I mean, he has a different ID, so should not be a problem, right? So we are doing exactly the same for the second guy. And are we getting our brain? Are we getting our second brain? It is 50001. And my behaviors are correct. And my behaviors are correct. So, okay. I'm just triple checking because actually in the game we saw it different. We saw a different set of... which is very strange. Oh! There is a third guy. Oh my god, how many NPC we have there? 002. Okay, there's another third guy. I'm just gonna skip it. I just don't understand why we get into the... There is a fourth guy. Oh my god, how many people do we have there? Load dynamics, spawn NPC. Just one thing I don't understand, it looks like we are going through this function twice. This is a bit weird, huh? Maybe it's just a small glitch in the... How many rooms did we generate? There is another guy. There is full of people here. 6, 7, 8. There are like 8 NPC or so. There are like 8 NPC. Which is fine. I mean, we don't care. There are like 8 NPCs. So... so I need one NPC. Okay, this guy. So when I click on this guy and I do info, right? Why I'm seeing a different... Why I'm seeing a different list of behaviors, right? Ah no, now, okay, wait. Now I see init range dice. Okay, that's good. I see, actually now I see init range dice. So what happened before? Why before was wrong, guys? Huh? Because actually now it looks fine. Let me just remove the sword because I think I'm doing too much damage with the sword. So if I'm close enough, he's attacking me. He's attacking me melee, right? As you can see. If I am at distance though, he's doing nothing, which is a bit weird. Why is doing nothing? If I am at range, right? Why is doing nothing if I'm at range? How do I stop this? Fight melee. Because fight melee is actually the first one that came in and is actually winning. Okay, now he has fight range though. Why is not doing anything for fight ranged? How do I stop this freaking log? It's so annoying. Stop! Okay. Now he's doing fight ranged, right? Fight ranged. So why cannot execute fight ranged? Advanced fight range. Fight range found no hated entity. Within 4 meters. Pause the. I don't want to pause the program. I want to be able to freaking look at the text without you scrolling. Understand? Stop. How do I mean, in Visual Studio you can just click in any place and it's just gonna stop, but it seems that here it's not doing it. Which is super annoying. Okay, we can look at it. We can look at it here. Otherwise, I cannot read that. So, yeah, he's basically saying there is no one hated, right? No hated target in range. Okay. Okay. Okay, so why is the ranged different from the normal melee? Seek range melee for attack melee, yeah, attack melee, no. Attack aggro, well, it's just a difference of the default attack versus the ranged attack, but I don't understand why it's saying, because when we have the on-site fighter, right? Let me just see what we do with the on-site fighter. I think we just consider everyone hated, right? We hate everyone. We freaking hate everyone. On-site fighter. On-site fighter. Assess overall. Assess overall. I think that our assess operation is probably adding the assess target as hated. Assess operation. For each physical magical overall be assessed as the same wicked. Typical reaction to catch the response that it will be shown in the example below. Target is just to make sure that the correct assessment is the same target and PC will not react. So type target overall behavior. Assess weaker. But assess weaker is doing set buffer blah blah blah. Percept, flee, condition, fail, flight, flee. Percept, event, flee. That is what a fight, aggressive. That is what I'm a bit confused about, because first of all there is a flee operation. I mean, there is an event flee. Is there a hate operation? Ah, yes, there is. There is actually hate operation. Ah, okay, nice. Hate list. Adjust the hate list for an NPC. The current target or perception target is the target entry of the adjustment. Okay, nice. So we can just force a hate list, right? And this is probably gonna do it. Because at the moment the guy is not attacking us because he loves us. Let me see if I search a script like hate list. Aha. You see the master NPC. In master NPC there is a hate list. Help NPC, expected perception type, entity manager, hate list delta 4. Hate list delta 4. No, I don't understand. Let's do it again. I don't understand how the on-site fighter is actually on-site fighting you, right? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I don't understand how the on-site fighter is actually deciding to attack you anyway, right? Because true, he's doing the assess. I mean, unless in the code hidden somewhere, which is possible, in the assess operation, right? Maybe in the assess operation there is something hidden that is actually adding assess operations to be executed, living being, Q ascend operation, assess command, blah blah blah. Okay, so here what is doing? Assess operation, ask the user manager about an assessment. Assess, physical, got assess, brain, got assess, perception, physical perception. Physical perception, magical perception, overall perception. Physical perception. Yeah, but this is a generic perception. I don't understand. What are we... Huh? No, it seems he's not doing anything. It's just triggering a perception that is called assess, weaker, assess, you know? He's just doing that. It's not... It seems to me that he's not adding anyone to the... to the hate list, right? It seems that he's not adding anyone to the hate list. So the question is, again, how can the on-site fighter... How can... Do we have it written here or no? Because this is what we are missing, eh? We are missing just the fact that he hates us. How the NPC can attack is handled by another script. Spell, fighter, or fight. Automatically reacts with damage. Okay, I mean, that's fine, but still I don't get how the hell it works. On-site fighter. On-site fighter is pretty much doing the assess, right? Assess overall, target overall. And then there is this weird percept event flee, right? What the fuck is percent event flee? I mean, I think it's a misuse of that event. Because flee, we have it in master NPC. I think it's a misuse of the flee thingy because collision, target out of range, fail to attack. React event flee, right? Yeah, it's a misuse because you see that react event flee is basically calling behavior fight and behavior chase. Yeah. It's calling behavior fight and behavior chase. In behavior fight, it's a bit of a misusage, I think, but behavior fight is locating the target, rotating, saying that, and then do a melee, right? But still, the problem remains. It seems that the melee is actually not checking for hated, while the special attack... no, I don't understand. Because if I go close, he attacks me, you see? He actually attacks me. He does. But at range, it doesn't. Even if in theory, the range is triggered the same way. Why? You see that now ranged became the most important one in his brain, right? So he realized that I am at range. In fact, range became the first behavior. But then he's saying found no hated entity within 4 meters. What do you mean between 4 meters? Why within 4 meters? Did I mess up the script? Wait. I think maybe I just mistyped the range, huh? I just mistyped the range, boys. Range. Seek range 75. Melee range 10. No, I said 10. Why? Why is using 4 if I said 10? Huh? Huh? Why? Is because that particular attack that we are using has a range of 4? Oh my god, that's possible. Because I'm using... No, Demon Arrows is infinite range. Melee range 10. It seems he's not using that range somehow. I remember someone yesterday was saying that I fixed everything to 4 to cheat the system, and maybe now it's backfiring on me. Because found no hated entity within, right? Found no hated entity within. Wow, anyway, searching with Rider is so good. It's so good. Found no hated within F meet. This is the range. Where is this range coming from? We can put a small breakpoint here for a second. No? It's not triggering? It's not triggering. So it's not this one, huh? It's the only place though. Found no hated entity within. Bro. You go through this and you don't debug it? What is going on? Huh? What? Found no hated entity. Found no hated entity. Huh? Found no hated entity. Boys, I don't understand what is going on. I'm debugging, but it's not stopping. It's not stopping at this breakpoint. Is it because it's disabled or what? No, it's enabled, right? Huh? Huh? What? What's going on? Huh? Bro, seriously. What is going on? Found most hated. What? Yeah, it's still in this method. So if I go close, it will trigger? I don't understand what is going on. Why the debug is not stopping? What is happening? The debug is not debugging. Mute breakpoints. Ahem. Ahem. Well, Well, I don't know. NPC brain tick. NPC brain tick. Come on. Okay, NPC brain tick did it. So this one is actually okay. So why this one debugs? Yeah, this one debugs. Why this one debugs while the behavior part doesn't? The behavior part doesn't. The behavior part. The behavior part doesn't. Wow. This whole behavior part is not debugging. I mean, behavior set advance, I think we are hitting it 100%. I think we are hitting that 100%, boys. No? Okay, we are hitting this at least. We are hitting this. Okay, maybe then I'm wrong. I mean, maybe there is a part of the code that we are not hitting for whatever reason. So here is where we are printing the behavior list inside the behavior set. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, we get these printouts, right? We get these printouts. So we get the printouts like no melee range, right? There is a freaking printout. It's only in one place in the code, right? Is one place. Okay, now he gets it. No melee targeting range. Yeah, the problem is that we have 8 NPC. We have 8 NPC loaded at the moment, which is a bit annoying. But we are debugging only one of them, right? True. You see the creature melee range is 400? Get the actual melee range based on the creature. Okay, I think that is the mess up then. That is the mess up because we are specifying. Yeah, I think I understand what is going on. So we are basically overriding that range with this. Yeah, I mean, actually, it's not the greatest idea to use melee for a ranged attack, right? It's really not the best idea. But it's the way we do it. Because we don't have... So the problem is only the range. The problem is only the range, that it cannot see me in range. The problem is only the range, yeah, it is. But unfortunately, I don't have... we don't have a ranged operation. We only have a melee operation. Maybe we need it, you know. Because melee, or we change, you know, or we add here. But in theory, if melee range is specified, it should override the one that is... right? Yeah, I think we should do it this way. I think we should say... because I think it depends on the out of range then. Because when I get an out of range, when I'm triggering the out of range, because I can cheat like I tried to do here and say, oh, it's a melee operation, but you know what? The melee range is 10, right? Which is exactly how it was done in the old game. But the problem of this is that... because I think if I go inside this function and I search... what is the actual value of melee range? Get melee range. Base range. Base range, creature size. Racing for creature size. 2 divided by 2. Melee range, creature size. Yeah, exactly. So in theory here... it becomes 4 based on the size of the creature. But then, I mean, if this is true, this is not loaded properly though. Because in theory, in the loading of melee operation, right? Exactly. In the loading of melee operation, I'm reading... why? The server will check for the melee range. There is the limit is set to 3. So to prevent conflict, make sure the melee range is never greater than 3. Why? This basically means that all the scripts that have melee range different than 3 are not going to actually work unless you are close to the NPC, right? Why we did this? Why we did this? The maximum allowed melee range for the server is 3. Was it already this way in the old game? I would say yes. Yeah, for sure it was. For sure it was. For sure it was. But I really don't like it. Because yeah, it was the same check was in the old code, exactly identical. Exactly the same. There is a logical problem. It's not a programming problem, right? It's a logical issue. So the melee range attribute specifies how far the enemy can be while still fighting without the opportunity to move, right? 3 meters is the maximum how far away the player can the PC. So in most cases a good value. The seek range specifies how far around himself the player look for enemy. Non having seek range, current behavior. So operation yeah, but still, you know. So if we don't find okay. So if we have no melee targeting range, right? Then we are percepting the NPC with a target out of range. Okay, fantastic. Okay, I understand that. I understand that. So if I fake the target, if I remove the clamp to 3 meters, I will then never trigger the target out of range. I will never. Well, I will. Well. No, I think we should remove that. I think we should remove that clamp. I think we should remove that clamp. I think there is no reason for the clamp to exist. I think there is no reason for that clamp. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that this is a good idea. Now, if the melee range is 0, right? Yeah. So probably the second check is kind of reasonable, right? I mean, this one is okay, right? So that we set it at a minimum to 50 centimeters. Which anyway is already super small, so I think it should be 1 meter, but anyway. Okay, so if you give no melee range, it will go to 3. If you give a range that is lower than 50, it will go to 50. But any other value, it will actually be kept, right? So if we do this, at range, it should see me. At range, it should see me. Yeah. I'm trying to understand if I'm breaking anything with that change. I mean, true, we will not trigger the target out of range, right? But this is only for the melee operations that have a range that is like 10, right? And if I want a melee operation that is 10, then... So I think this name is wrong. It should not be called melee. It should be called attack. This should be attack operation. Should not be called melee operation. Melee operation doesn't make... I mean, it has this name, but I think it's the wrong name. Because we don't have an attack operation, right? No, we don't. We don't have an attack operation. We don't have a ranged operation. We only have a melee operation, which in reality is an attack. Any type of attack, including special attacks and... yeah, melee attacks and ranged attacks are all going inside this operation. Yeah, I think it's good this way. I mean, you have to think about it as an attack, and then you have to set the melee range in the script accordingly. And you have to know it. If you don't set it, it's 3 meters, right? But that I think is okay. So now let's see if our guy attack has at range, and actually at range you should use a spell. I don't think he will cast it, but I think he will. Yeah, he will probably cast it. Because we are using a full attack, yeah. Yeah. We don't need these breakpoints anymore. We understood pretty much what is going on. So, yeah, the only problem is that that guy may try to attack me already now, even if I'm outside of the... But anyway. It's a bit long to explain why, but... he will try to attack me anyway, even if I'm behind the wall, because at the moment we don't have a vision requirement, right? So you can... Ouch. No! Bro, why you do this? Okay. Okay, this guy. At the moment I'm invisible, right? At the moment I am invisible. And... by the way, now that we have this shader, we could go partially transparent when we are invisible. That would be so nice. Yep. I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that would be very nice. Okay, anyway. So if I go visible now, yeah, you see, it's immediately triggering. So now my creature melee range is 11. Okay, so I think that now it will actually attack me. I think it will actually attack me. Now, can he attack me? Wait, the problem is that he's attacking me with the other attack and not with the right attack. Why? Ay. No, it is not good, huh? This is not good. So that is not what we wanted. That is not what we wanted, huh? That's bad though. He's actually doing fight ranged, yes. He's doing fight ranged. He's doing fight range. He's actually finding me. He's trying to do demon arrows, but then what happens? Why is not casting demon arrows on me? It's not damaging me. He's not doing what he should do. In theory, under type, right? Under type, exactly. Let me see what we have under type. Hello? If entity is different than attack entity, attacker entity, get actor location, turn, attack, type, demon arrows. Yeah, exactly. Demon arrows. Okay. So then why... Okay, so he's trying to do it. Well, maybe because we choose a spell and this guy cannot cast the spell. Maybe he has 0 mana. I don't know. Maybe there is another problem, right? But it's... I mean, it looks like he's trying to do it. God attack. Do we get this in the log? Actually, we don't get that in the log. That is strange, huh? So we don't reach this? I think we do. Oh, we do. Maybe... because I don't have log NPC AI enabled. I can enable it. Log NPC AI. I think I can enable it with set server log NPC AI verbose. With server log. Oh fuck, I always forget this one. I always forget that server. It has a weird name and I always forget it. Set server log. What is it? Set log or log server something. Oh my god. Log. Oof. Server. No. Come on. Is either set server log? Yeah, it's set server log actually. Set SVR. I should put it into the documentation. Set SVR log. Okay. Now it's verbose, right? So now we should see also the command log. Got normal attack command for entity. Got normal attack. No, it's not a normal attack. What do you mean normal attack? Normal. Normal is the stance. Okay, fine. But it doesn't tell us the attack type, which is a pity. It should say the attack type here. Actually, yeah, absolutely should. Okay, but anyway, attacker, stop attack, blah blah blah, set target object. If he's already attacking, don't care. set default attack ID, right? So this is the one that is telling us which attack ID we are going to use. Attack ID 1. Attack ID 1 is impossible. It's impossible. Okay, it's not finding demon arrows in the attack list. Okay, fine. He's not finding demon arrows in the attack list. Okay. It's good. It's correct. It doesn't exist because it needs to be an attack. It's correct. Okay, so let me do something though. Let me add attack type here and not stance, because stance is really useless. Or I can put, well, I can put the stance if we want, even if the stance makes no sense anymore. So I think we should put the attack. No, because the only thing is that if you don't have a special attack, it will use the standard attack, right? And so it's not going to use attack type anywhere anymore. No, I don't think so. You know what we can do? We can do this. We can do this. So that we use it only for right? So that we are sure that we have it in any case. And this is cleaner, yeah. And this is cleaner. Okay, so if we want this guy to attack us at range, right? Now we can create a real attack, which is using now. It is a bit annoying because, but it is okay. It's okay because this one is using calculate damage, right? But in reality, okay, let's try. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's okay if you do it this way. So we will create ice, we will call it ice ranged attack, right? So it is a monster attack, right? There is a monster attack. In terms of icons, we don't care about the icons, so it will be empty because the NPC has no icon. And here we will just say monster ice ranged attack, right? Now the calculate damage, I think I will leave it empty. I hope that is fine. And then we have an attack type. An attack type will be... Attack type will be... We should have a range, right? We have an archery. That's fine. 9. Whatever. Or monstrous. Monstrous is okay. Number 3. Yeah, number 3. Monstrous. So this will be attack number 3. Now the latency... So how often it can attack? We can say every 4 seconds. right? Like 4,000 I think is reasonable. The attack weapon range. Hey, here we are back at the range thingy, but let's say 10. Radius 0. Angle 0. Okay, and now here is our thing, right? And we can probably reuse calculate damage. I think it is basically doing the base damage plus the additional effect, right? Because if I search our monstrous smash, well, this one also is in a range, but I think is going to interesting. So if I search name, does this do any HP? Did you go to a school for programming? No. I mean, I went to a university, which is actually computer science, right? But I was already programming before that, and the school was like behind what I was doing like 10 years, so it's completely useless. This is one of the things that I didn't really like of that university, actually. Yeah, so we are doing damage also in the script. So we are basically doing damage there and here. Okay, let's try to use the same attack and see what happens, but with 0, right? And with 0 requirements. Yeah. Okay, let's do it like this. So our attack will be called ice ranged attack. And we have to put it in and we have to put it in our NPC types. Range dice, right? Yeah, exactly. Did we get here a valid message that this guy was actually not existing? I don't think we did. Because it was basically defaulting to yeah, exactly. It's defaulting to attack ID 1, but I think we should note it, right? If our NPC are trying to execute an attack that actually does not exist, this is a problem, right? So if we have an attack type and that attack type is not valid, so here we should really say, hey, we have a problem, right? Because here we have a problem. So this will be an error, actually, that is saying got attack for entity blah blah blah. We can say got not existing attack command for entity blah blah blah, right? And we're still defaulting to 1. I think is okay, but we will actually throw an error. Do you live in the countryside or in a city? I live very close to the city, but I am on a hill, on the hillside. So my city, is like this. There is a river. Well, there are multiple rivers, but anyway, there is a river here, and but the major river is here. And the major river of the city is here, with some bridges, and pretty much all this area is flat, right? And here are houses, and then there is a kind of a hill. Right, there is a kind of a hill close to the city, just after the river. So there is still a bit of city, and then there are the hills. And I live in this area, right? So I'm fairly close to the city, but I'm also a bit outside. So I'm on the hills. Which I really like, because if you have to go in a place, you know, it doesn't take forever, but you are outside. So I like it this way. But I will also like to live in the countryside, as long as there is a good internet. I mean, for me, the most important point to have a good internet connection. So as long as I have a fiber internet connection, it can be anywhere. The tiger lives near a big city, enjoys the pizza guy, or give him pizza at the door. Exactly. Exactly. I enjoy the pizzas. Yeah, but the pizza, guys, you have to eat a pizza very rarely, okay? The pizza is a very heavy meal, right? So don't eat pizza every day. You will die. You can eat pasta every day, but pizza no. Because pizza is too much bread and too much oil and too much everything and too much cheese and too much of all the stuff that, yeah, is good, but is also very heavy. Right? So you should not do that. What do you mean shut it down? What? What happened? Our server exit. Why the exit? No spawn manager? What? Cannot load attack 80? Ah, okay. Damage script does not exist. Cannot load attack 80, damage script does not exist. Well, yeah, but, you know, I don't know if this is really correct, because we may have a damage done in the actual script, right? So I don't know if this check is really good. It's basically forcing me to have. It's forcing me to have an attack, a damage script. So I will have to use something like calculate damage, but I don't think it's a very good idea. I think yeah, I think I don't like that. I mean, I understand that probably we're then messing up because attack damage script does not, because he's saying, but I think we want it more flexible, right? So damage script. Well, damage script. Let me just see how then this guy is actually used, right? How is this guy actually used? Okay, so this is the same that I just looked at. If not, damage script 72, 73, 6, 7, PS attack. Damage script evaluate. So yeah, the code is basically assuming that the damage script is always there. Can I say... Can I say empty? Like... Can I say empty or no? Okay. For now, let's put calculate damage. But actually, I would like to do some reasoning and have my code allow also for no direct damage, right, calculated, but have the damage calculated by the script. I think the difference is that if you want to have an area of effect spell, you need to calculate damage and then spread it over all the people that are under D, right? And I understand that, but is it running? Yeah, it is running. Did you see how AI can now create video that you can tell if it's real at this point now? It's over a minute long. You can trust anything we see. Yeah, true. Yeah, they are improving a lot. So up to the point that you don't know. Well, maybe you can still see, right, the differences a bit. But maybe, you know, in 1 year from now, it will be completely identical, right? So, and you will have no idea if it's actually fake or true. Yeah. I mean, on one side is a bit scary, but on the other side is very useful, right? To have... it's very useful to have something that you can create, you know, easily. You can easily create... Okay, let's see if this guy can actually attack me now at range. So I will make myself visible. I will make myself visible and attackable. But it looks like this guy doesn't care at all. It looks like he does not care. That's kind of strange, though. That's kind of strange. No applicable behavior. Maybe the new range dice attack fucked up something. It's kind of strange though, huh? If I go close, he actually attacks me. But if I am at range... He's doing it. But why he started doing it only when I was close? That is actually strange. So I went close to him and he actually worked, right? But Clacker Smash. I think Clacker Smash is probably what we have inside Mostro's. Inside what? Inside, yeah, Monstro Smash. Yeah, for sure is in this script. Okay, so it is working. But it didn't trigger until I went close. Which is a bit strange. And obviously at the moment it has no visual effect, but we can definitely add a visual effect, right? Also, why is waiting so much? I don't know why he's waiting so much. I think after he attacks you, the behavior actually goes down in... is at 54 fight ranged. Oh, he's trying to rotate. Oh shit. He's trying to rotate towards me, but he's already rotated towards me and he fails. In fact, as soon as I moved, he's attacking me again, but if I stay in the same position, the rotate is actually failing, which is kind of funny. So we have a problem with the rotate code, but it's okay, we can fix that. So now he's actually attacking me every 4 seconds, I think. Even if I'm at range, and now he's attacking me with a smash attack, which is a different attack. If I go close, he should attack me with the normal one. I think it takes too much time to actually switch from range to melee. But yeah, it's kind of working, right? It's kind of working. I don't know if I'm too close, it seems he's not attacking. But I think one thing that we need to do, we need to ensure that this particular behavior is, oh, you see that they are going down. So after he attacks you a bit, his need to attack you goes down, right? So he's less interested in attacking you because he already attacked you a bit. So what we should be sure of is that these things are decaying very, 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 very slow. But anyway, he's still attacking me from time to time, which I think is okay. If he's a bit random, I mean, it's fine. I don't... He's gonna kill me, though. Yeah, now he's using the smash, and now he's gonna kill me. Okay, it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. We just need to use an attack that actually is giving a special effect, you know, a visual effect. But then we are kind of good. Ah, dead. Okay. Okay, so... Okay, this is nice. So let me just take a few notes, right? What do we need to do? So it seems that we have a problem with rotate, right? This we really need to fix, because if rotate is wrong, is blocking all the other movement, all the other things. So okay, it's respawning now. The guy is respawning. Fine. So where did we have the problem with the rotate? Rotate. I think it was a minus 360, right? Yeah, there was exactly. There was a minus 360, which is very weird. So rotate minus 360 basically means going in the same position, right? So rotate, set rotation, minus 156, blah, blah, blah. Rotate start angle, 203. Rotate to locate the destination of minus 500 degree. I have to look at this, but this seems to be problematic. Because it was not switching behavior from melee to ranged. No, actually, this was completing. I think we need to understand this because it seems that we are exiting with the operation not completed, right? We are exiting with operation not completed from rotate. But then immediately here we say completed rotate. So I think this may be fine because in reality is setting the target, but then is immediately completing it. So probably we don't have a problem with rotate. Here is basically switching between, you see this switching behavior? So it's switching the behavior between melee and ranged, and then again and again. And I think what is causing the problem is that whenever we are triggering the melee, I think we need to have a guaranteed result, right? So I have to think a bit about that, but I think it's solvable. It's solvable because at the moment it's dwindling between the two. But it's kind of okay because it means that the monster is thinking about what to do, right? So it's not too bad. Don't be afraid, you're already another AI who can say if it is true or not. What? Don't be afraid. You're already another AI who can say if it's true or not. Ah, yeah, so what Hula is saying is that there are other AI that can tell you if a video is made by an AI or an image is made by an AI. Yeah, true, but Hula, who we should trust? So we should trust the AI, and if the AI doesn't want to tell us the truth, if the AI is lying, maybe the AI is lying, you know? Because he wants to convince us that everything is true, but it's not. So that's the problem. Okay, so, but I think we did good. We did good. So I think we need to document all of this, right? So I need to document in this page. I need to create a page, right? I mean, it can be this. I don't think so. I think it should be under configuration and should be under a static element and should be called creatures and attack sounds. Fine. No, it should be creatures. It should be creatures and attacks. Attack types. Creatures attack types and attacks, right? So this should actually become a new page. And in this new page, I have to describe how to create a new, because a new, so I have to describe how to assign a brain, right, to a monster, which basically means selecting one of the available NPC type, one or more, right, of the available NPC types. For example, right, for example, master NPC plus, right, plus on-site fighter, right? This is an example, right? But then I need also to explain how to create a new attack type, right? No, a new yeah. Well, how to set how to create a new NPC type to initialize the underlying brain, right? And basically this is what we did today, right? So what we did today, we created two completely new NPC definitions. We created two completely new NPC types, right? This on-site ranged. And we created range dice. So for example, you know, so for example, I think we should explain, right, example range dice. And the good thing of this is that he has, you know, is initializing this thing, right? It's impossible to do it this way, but anyway. Fuck. Yeah. Okay, like that. Right, so here we can explain actually how we did the initialization of this, so that we are initializing attack melee, attack ranged. Hello, who is following? Hello, Sivkens. Hey, thank you for the follow and welcome. Then, so we did that, right? Now we defined a new, so it's defining a new ranged attack, right? A new ranged attack called, right, called Ice range attack, right? So now how to define that? The way we defined it is that we basically created a new entry inside attack types. No, inside attacks, right? So we created a new entry inside attacks. A new entry in attacks table. Right, and we have actually the attacks table because, yeah, it is linked because we did all the work on doing that. So we created an entry in attacks table, where basically we have to set the damage, the delay, the range, right? Where we set the damage script, we set the range, we set the delay, and we set the progression script, which can actually contain additional damage, right? Exactly. So that is basically what we did, right? And it works. It works. So I can assign a specific brain to my NPC. So at the moment, this NPC... did I die? Yeah, I died. Okay, fine. I definitely died. Why I cannot go inside the room? Okay. Well. So... I think this is the beginning. This is the beginning. Okay, here's our guy. Yeah, you see that? He's starting to attack me immediately, which is pretty good. Nice. So he's actually attacking me immediately. Maybe because I was invisible, you know, so that may be the reason. Okay. So yeah, so that is basically what I wanted to say. Now it's starting to be a bit late, so I have to go, but I think this was very, very good. Because this is the sequence of things we need to do. We need to assign a brain, for example, master NPC on site fighter. We have to create a new NPC type to initialize the line brain, for example, range die. So we set all our variables. So we say that this particular monster, in terms of base melee, is using the default attack. So it's basically using the weapons that he has in his hands. While for the ranged, is using a special attack. So that is a special attack. Is defining attack ranged to use a special attack called ice ranged attack, right? And so we create a new entry in attacks table for ice ranged attack where we set the following stuff, right? And at the moment the progression script is the same for monsters, but we can create another one. So my idea would be, right, now that we have this working and the monster is actually attacking, even if it cannot move, because this monster cannot move, right? And unfortunately it cannot move because Unreal Engine we have this limitation, right? But who cares? I mean, if we have the monster that is shooting stuff at you continuously, like it's spitting on you, acid or poison, plus when you go close, actually he attacks you normally, then that's perfectly fine, right? We can live with this. We can live with that, right? And I think it's okay. What do you think, Hula? Is it okay or no? Have you ever been in a physical fight before? Uno with this started, I know it's not fun. Only when I was very young, but not lately, no. Can you answer if you ever been in a fight before? Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, maybe when I was young for sure, but like in school or yeah, like in school, but after that, no. So good. This guy's continuously hitting me. So basically, if you are this guy acts like a like a turret, like a shooting turret. Right? That I don't understand exactly why we are gaining ranks in body development if we're getting attacked, but okay, fine. Now, you know what is the problem of this guy? Is that if I go... Ah, no, but if I go out of range... Yeah, exactly. Now I am at 10 meters or more, and so he cannot attack me anymore. And consider he cannot move, is basically ignoring me, right? So we can decide maybe to make that range longer. The only problem is that if there was another room like next and I was behind the wall, this guy would still attack me because the attack is not visual, right? The attack is not visual. We are not checking if he's a clear line of sight between me and him. While maybe I should, so that you can actually drop a barricade and right? You can actually drop a barricade and you could I don't think I have it here. I don't remember how I called them, if I called them barricade 1, 2 or 3. I don't know. But anyway, we have the barricade. Yeah, you see, if I go close, he starts to attack me. If I am far away, he ignores me. He's still looking at me. He's still looking at me, which is kind of fun. Yeah, he looks at me continuously. So he's like scanning for me. Even if I think that if I am out of range, he will not scan me. Like if I kill him... Bro, please, what is fuck is going on? Okay. If I kill him, right, and I go out of range, and he responds, I don't think he will look at me. Yeah, because he's looking at me only when he's interested to attack me, and so only when I'm inside a 10 meters range. So we can define... Yeah, so another thing that we should say is how to set the attack range, right? And in this case, we have two attack ranges. We have melee and range, right? So the way we set it actually is inside the SP, this thing, right? Inside attack range, and is set with this melee range. So we have a melee range of 4, right? For the close combat, in the NPC type like behavior, right? So that is why so maybe I can say that set the melee range in NPC type behavior, and then we can say for melee we have set it to 4, and for ranged at the moment we have set it to 10, but we can change it as we want, right? At the moment all of this works parametrically, right? So I can set this value, I can set the damage script, I can set the range, the delay, the progression script, and I can set the effect. So the actual visual effect, right? The actual visual effect, how to set the visual effect. So the visual effect is actually inside so it's inside a progression script. Inside a progression script, inside the attacks table. The attacks table script. Attacks table. It's actually called outcome for whatever reason, but fine. So attacks outcome field, right? So that is how you set the visual effect. So I think with this guide we can create, for example, I don't know, 1 poison, 1 fire, 1 ice, you know, 1 electricity, 1 whatever. So similarly to what we did for the traps, and then we can randomize, you know, the monsters in a dungeon to use a different attack, right? So I will have to set yeah. So if we have like 10 different brains, one is called ranged ice, another is called range fire, another is called range poison, right? And we create 5 of them, and then I just randomize when we create the NPC, right? It will work. It will work perfectly, even if my NPC is not freaking moving, right? So I think this is a good compromise until we manage to have the NPC move inside the procedurally generated dungeons, which I hope anyway one day we will. But in the meantime, I kind of okay to release it this way because we already have different traps types, and yeah, we have different trap types like this guy, like the arrows, like this ones, right? Like these arrows. And we have the NPC actually hitting you, and we may add a bit more. Maybe I want to have like an invisible trap, so an area that is trapped that you just have to disable the trap so that you don't know if the trap is there all the time. So like they can be here but you don't see it, right? Maybe we do that tomorrow. And then after that I think we are pretty much ready to release this. Will be nice to create more rooms, add more furniture. That is mostly, you know, a graphic work, or assembly work, but I think it's okay. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go. So thank you for watching. If you want to follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, that would be nice. Also, we have a Patreon site where you can become a sponsor of the game. And with a very small contribution, you can help the game to grow. And maybe the bug speed the green star for you. Yeah, exactly. It will be a projectile. Yeah, it's a projectile. It's the same as... It will be the same as Relium, right? Okay, for some reason Relium is not... Okay, this guy, right? This guy is actually throwing missiles at you, right? This guy is throwing missiles at you. You see? You see that missile that is casting at me? Now I will die, but... You see that missile? So it will be exactly the same. So this creature will spit something similar, right? I don't know if we'll use the same noise or whatever, but it will be the same thing, right? And now I'm dead. Can I say bye-bye when I'm dead? Yeah, I can. Lightning can be dimmer in the room. Maybe yes. Yeah, I think it will be, but by the way, I think at the moment the lights are not really picking up the proper way, so I think it will be, yeah. We can check that. Okay, bye-bye. See you tomorrow evening. I will be here. We will continue with this, okay? Bye.